There's good news and bad news. But first, I'm having deja vu. Earlier this year, around Mother's Day, there were reports that Britney and her children had reconciled and that she had even seen them in person. That turned out to not be true. They did talk to their mother on Mother's Day by phone, and Kevin Federline's attorney, Mark Vincent Kaplan, said the following: reconciliations and the reunification of relationships are difficult and take time. They are sometimes complicated and always a lengthy process. The process has not really commenced, let alone been completed. The good thing is that the boys saw their mom was doing well and have a desire to speak with her. There has been some telephonic communication between Britney and her sons, and we think that is a step in the right direction. Well, there's been a big change since the summertime. As some of you might know, Jaden, his brother Preston, his half-siblings, and their father, Kevin Federline, Britney's ex, has been living in Hawaii since last year. Well, according to multiple reports, an in-person reconciliation has happened between Jaden and Britney because he is spending a considerable amount of time back in California. It's unclear if Jaden moved back to Cali full-time or if it's just an extended stay there. And I think it might be because the 18-year-old has publicly shared music with the world, which I have shared with you all. He is interested in being a professional producer, a music producer. He wants to get in the zone. It's also telling that Jaden is the one to have reconciled with Britney. Because, as some of you might remember, a few years ago, Jaden gave an interview on camera and he said that he was his mother's favorite and that his brother Preston felt not good enough and didn't get the same attention or love from Britney that he did. At the time, Jaden said the following: I think mom has struggled giving us both attention and showing us equal love, and I don't think she showed enough to Preston, and I feel really bad for that. Jaden also said during that interview, we've both been through so much pressure in the past that this is our safe place now, living with their father, to process all the emotional trauma we've been through to heal our mental state. But he did say about a possible reconciliation with his mother, it's just going to take a lot of time and effort. I just want her to get better mentally. When she gets better, I really want to see her again. Well, Britney responded to that more than one time, initially saying, finally, at 40, without the restraints of what my family did to me, I say to my son, Jaden, that I send all the love in the world to you every day for the rest of my life. My love for my children has no boundaries. That wasn't perhaps the best way to respond because once again, she singled out Jaden, sending love his way, but none to Preston. Poor Preston. But she also was a little bit, let me just read what Britney also said to Jaden. As for my mental health, my dear child, understand you must learn to pick up a book and read one before you resort to even thinking about my intellect, sweetheart. For the record, intellect and mental health are two different things. What was also shocking in that interview was that Jaden defended his grandfather, Jamie Spears. He said, quote, he was just trying to be a father of putting Britney in a conservatorship. That really upset Britney. P.S. Britney wrote, if you can honestly sit back and say with your sensible, brilliant mind what Mima and Papa did to me was fine and call them not bad people, then yes, I have failed as a mother, and hopefully that's a chat for you and your father to sit face to face and try to learn what's good. So she was angry. But that was a few years ago, and time is a healer for the most part. Not always. People magazine reports that Britney and Jaden have been spending time together in person recently. The magazine says, quote, spending time together has made her happy. Page 6 was the first to report this, then confirmed by People, and they say multiple sources have confirmed this, and quote, they have been spending a lot of time together. Yay! Page 6 reports, per a source, Britney is thrilled to have her baby back. Everything is moving in the right direction. Now, hopefully, Britney can try and mend things with Preston as well. She has been making overtures. Just in September, Britney posted on social media about their birthdays, just a week apart. And when she released her memoir, she dedicated it to her sons, calling them the loves of her life. So, fingers crossed that Preston may soon feel ready to spend time with mom again. And as I have been saying, I have said this repeatedly, Britney's sons are the answer. I don't believe another conservatorship. I believe she needs her children in her life and the rest of her family. Time is a healer. People make mistakes. I do think most, if not all, members of her family had good intentions. And once Britney is reconciled with as many members of her family as possible, she's going to really start to thrive. So for now, this is a wonderful first step.